Hello children. So in our journey we are into another chapter. Okay. So that is well known chapter, as in ninth class you have studied already. What is that chapter children? Second chapter, that is our polynomials. Okay. So this is the second chapter we are going to discuss now. See, already you know that in polynomials what we are going to discuss, right? So in ninth class also you have already studied. Okay. So just quickly recap the ninth class. We have remainder theorem and factor theorem. These are very important. They will be useful in 10th class also. Okay. So let us quickly enter into this chapter. So as a chapter name indicates, what do you mean by a polynomial? We have already discussed this in 9th grade. So again we are going to discuss in 10th class also. See, what do you mean by polynomial? Polynomial is also an algebraic expression, right? So what is the difference between polynomial and algebraic expression? That we have seen already in 9th grade. What is that? The exponent of the variable should not be any rational number like which is in p by q form or negative. So it should not be like that. It should be always a natural number. This is the condition. Okay. So a polynomial which is consists of variables and coefficients that involves only the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division and non-negative integer exponents for the variables. Okay, this is the condition. So the exponents should be non-negative integers and they should not be in the form of p by q. Okay, this is the condition for polynomial. See some of the polynomials here: 4x plus 3, 3xy minus 5y and 2x plus 7xy minus z. These are the some examples for the polynomials. Now let us see the types of polynomials. Okay, so polynomials can be divided according to the number of terms into many ways. So first one is monomial. Monomial means what children? So it should consist only one term, then it should said to be a monomial. Okay, so if a polynomial contains two terms, then it is said to be your binomial. If it is having three, then it is said to be your trinomial. If it is having more than 3, then we can call it as multinomial, or we can say polynomials also. All these are polynomials only, but different kind. Okay, so monomial means these are the examples, binomials some examples, and trinomials, and as well as multinomial or polynomial. Okay, now let us see very important one, that is degree of a polynomial. This we have studied in 9th grade. So let us quickly recall what is the degree of a polynomial. Okay, so degree of a polynomial is the highest or the greatest power of a variable in a polynomial. Suppose it is having multiple of variables in single term, sum of all exponents is said to be your degree of the polynomial. Okay, so we have an expression here. See, x power 5 y cube z and here 2xy cube plus 4x square y z square. So this is a polynomial, right? Because it doesn't have any negative integers as the exponents and it doesn't have p by q exponents. Okay, so this is a polynomial. Okay, fine. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Means what we have to do? We have to check the sum of exponents in each term. Okay, so in the first term, see, the exponent of x is 5, the exponent of y is 3 and the exponent of z is 1. So if you add all these, you will get 9 as the answer. Okay, this is the degree of this term. Okay, now degree of this term, how to calculate? We have to add the powers of variables only. So x power 1 y cube, so 1 plus 3, that is 4. This is the degree of this term. Now degree of this term, x power is 2, exponent of x is 2, exponent of y is 1, exponent of z is 2. If you add all these three, you will have 5. So this is the degree of this term. So what is the degree of this entire polynomial? The highest one is 9. So degree of this polynomial is 9. Okay, and here one more thing, this is a polynomial with 3 variables. What are the 3 variables? We have x, y, z. Okay, this is a polynomial in 3 variables, but in this session we are going to discuss polynomial with only one variable. Okay, now types of the polynomials according to their degree. So we know that first one is constant polynomial. What do you mean by constant polynomial, children? So its degree should be 0. For example, if I take 8, Is there a variable in this? There is no variable, right? So we can write like x power 0, 8x power 0. X power 0 value we know that it is 1. So 8 into 1 will be 8. So 8 can be written as 8 into x power 0. So what is the degree here? 0, right? So such kind of numbers 7, minus 5, root 2 or minus root 2 by 3, all these are your constant polynomials because there is no variable in that, only constant terms are there. That is why these are said to be your constant polynomial. The degree of a constant polynomial is 0 always. Next we have linear polynomial. We will discuss in detail about this. So the degree of linear polynomial is 1. This you need to remember. And later we have quadratic polynomial whose degree is 2 and cubic polynomial whose degree is 3. Okay, let us discuss these in detail. So in general, how a polynomial can be written? Okay, so polynomial of nth degree can be written as like this. So an x power n, an minus 1 x power n minus 1 and so on up to, so a0 is a constant. Okay, right children? So here a1, a2 up to an, these are constants, x is a variable. I told you na. So we will discuss polynomial only in one variable. Okay, so here variable is x. See, so only x is the variable, right children? Next, very important one, value of a polynomial. What do you mean by value of a polynomial? Suppose see, there is a polynomial given to you, that is p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3. So if you replace x value with any other constant, then the value of that polynomial at that value is the p of x value. For example, see, we have, let us take x is equal to 1. Let us substitute 1 in this polynomial. Let us see what result we are going to get. So what is the polynomial given here? P of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3. So now I am going to replace x is equal to 1 in this polynomial. Substitute children. So we will have P of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 2 into 1 minus 3, because wherever x exists there we are keeping 1. Okay, so 1 square is 1 minus 2 into 1 is 2 minus 3. If you simplify this, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. So what is the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 1? That is minus 4. Okay. Next, very important one, 0 of a polynomial. Even in 9th class also we have this. So let us discuss this in detail here. So what is 0 of a polynomial? So we have seen that if you substitute x value something, we are getting the polynomial value as some other thing, right? So suppose if you substitute x is equal to some value, so that the value of polynomial is 0, then whatever you substituted value is said to be your 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so let us see with an example. So see, suppose I have p of x is equal to some polynomial x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay, now I will replace x is equal to 1 here. Okay, let us find what is the value we are getting here. Okay, so substitute x is equal to 1 here children. So p of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 1. So 1 square is 1 minus 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1. So if you simplify this, 1 minus 2, that is minus 1 plus 1. So you are getting answer as 0, right? So you are substituting x is equal to 1 in this polynomial, but the value of the polynomial we are getting 0. So this x is equal to 1, whatever the value you are placing here, this is called 0 of p of x. 0 of this polynomial p of x. Okay, if the value x is equal to k, if you substitute in this polynomial, suppose you get the answer as 0, then the value you substituted is called as your 0 of the polynomial. Okay, right children? So that is what we are going to give here. See, if the value of a polynomial p of x is 0 at x is equal to k, then k is said to be your 0 of the polynomial. Right children? Now let us discuss the zeros of different kinds of polynomials that we have. Okay, so first I am going to discuss about 0 of a linear polynomial. Okay, so linear polynomial means What is the degree, children? Degree should be 1. Okay. What is the standard form of your linear polynomial? Let us see. So, the standard form of your linear polynomial will be p of x is equal to ax plus b, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b are real numbers. Okay. This is the standard form of your linear polynomial. Very, very important. What is the 0 of this polynomial? What should I substitute x value so that I will get 0? So, that is nothing but your x is equal to minus b by a. So, if you substitute x is equal to minus b by a here, then you will get this polynomial value as 0. Let us substitute. So, p of minus b by a is equal to a into what is x here? Minus b by a plus b. Now, see children, a cancel, then you will have minus b plus b, then you are getting 0, right? So, if you substitute this value here, then you are getting answer as 0. What do you mean by this, children? So, we will have one and only 1 0 for a linear polynomial. Okay. So, for linear polynomial, how many zeros exist? Only 1 0. What is that 0? Minus b by a. Let us take one example and we will see. Suppose there is a polynomial p of x is equal to 4x plus 5. So, we have to find the 0 of this polynomial. What value should I substitute here so that I will get answer as 0? Very easy, right? What is that? So, this is simply like our standard form ax plus b. Okay, then what is the value of x here? What is the 0 of this polynomial? P of x is equal to x is plus b, that is x is equal to minus b by a. Okay, so what is x here? Here what is b? What is placing b here? 5. What is replacing a? That is 4. So, for this polynomial, the 0 will be x is equal to minus 5 by 4. Okay, this is the 0 of the given polynomials. Okay, so in another way also we can find the 0 of linear polynomial. What is that? Is 4x plus 5 is equal to 0 we will take, then we will find the value of x. So, 4x is equal to minus 5. So, x is equal to minus 5 by 4. Like this also we can find the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, linear polynomial.